Over the past couple of weeks, we have finally been getting a very good look on characters that are going to be in Mortal Kombat 11. New characters, returning characters, and we're finally getting a look at how they are going to look. We're finally getting a look at their costumes, their bodies, the upgrades to the game that they have made graphically since the last game. And I had talked about Scarlet's outfit about 2 weeks ago when it was announced. The day after that, they had really shown how Scarlet was going to look, and I voiced my opinions on that, and I felt pretty negative about it overall. I felt like even though she's not the face of Mortal Kombat, she was always a character in my personal mind that was always very sexy, that always had a very good look to her, and she did look like an empowered female, you could say. She always flaunted what she had, and that was always the way that the character had looked, whether or not that was the fan service nature of back then when she was originally created or not. Times change, and she has changed now. And yesterday they actually had announced Jade is going to be joining the MK11 roster, and I'm not very happy with her outfit either. And I am going to say this, these are just my opinions, but I'm going to show you what she looks like now. We're going to go over the outfits, what I personally think that they could have changed about the outfits, and here are my reactions to Jade in Mortal Kombat 11. So this is how Jade is going to look now, and that is a very, very different look from her previous looks. I mean, her previous look, she was barely wearing a top, and now she is fully covered up. We are seeing the same type of treatment with her that we saw with Scarlet, fully covered up, head to toe, fully clothed, and seeing Jade right off the bat, I was questioning if this was even Jade, to be honest. If they hadn't have said this was Jade, I honestly probably wouldn't have known. Yes, the color scheme, the greens, the Jade colors are there, but she does not look similar at all. First of all, her skin is this zombie ghoulish gray, green, what would you call it? Is there even a word for this shade of disgusting green? She's got a cape on that is covering the top of her chest, and then her chest plate is covering her lower chest. Yes, she has a tiny bit of cleavage there, but it's not even what compared to her last outfits. This is not even a comparison, and she does look like a good character. Seeing her gameplay trailer, she does look very fun to play. But the problem is look at how she looks compared to how she used to look. I understand characters get different costumes, they get different skins, they get different customizations, and I'm sure that there will be other customizations of her. But as this being the first look at Jade, even when we saw Scarlet, the first look at both of these females, you feel so underwhelmed, and you feel like, wow, they are really trying to put on a show for people that is not even their audience. And they need to understand that they cannot pick their audiences, ruining the audience that is already interested in your game. So as you can see, this is a Twitter exchange between a Twitter user and Tyler Lansdowne, which is NetherRealms' community manager, and I actually found this. Someone actually sent me this from One Angry Gamer, so props to One Angry Gamer. I will link their, article on this situation down below, but someone had said she looks disgusting, make girls look sexy if you want my money and respect, and NetherRealms' community manager replied back, I don't want your respect. Truly awful comment. As a community manager, you should not be saying this type of thing to someone that could be a potential sale, that could be a potential customer, because you can't just say, I don't want your respect, because in tail comes, I don't want your money either. You can't be so narrow-minded when it comes to stuff like this. He should have responded in a more respectful way. This is a disrespectful comment. I don't want your respect. Yes, you do. You, as a community manager, you want people's respect because this is a potential consumer. If I ever got tweeted at like this, I would be like, I'm never purchasing a game from you again. This actually happened sort of with me with @Games a couple months back, if you guys didn't know. I had responded to @Games and a console that they had put on the market, the @Games Flashback Blast, and they had actually blocked me on Twitter saying that it was harassment, that I was telling people that this is a scam, this console is a scam, and they had actually blocked me on Twitter saying that I was harassing them, and it was to a lot of YouTubers, Review Tech USA, Mad Little Pixel, a lot of us were talking about the situation, and they were calling it harassment. You need as someone in the industry, you need respect from people that could be your consumers, or else you're not going to sell any of your games. And saying that you don't want their respect, this is their opinion. You have your opinion on it. You must think that it looks perfectly good and perfectly fine. That's your opinion as a community manager. You have to respect the opinions of other people, especially in a position where you are community based, you are community focused. But I couldn't believe that he said this. I was shocked when he actually replied to someone in such a rude way. I don't understand it. But Mortal Kombat 11 is not looking great right now. They have changed a lot of the characters, honestly, and they might not be the biggest, most mainstream characters in the games, but they are still characters nonetheless, and returning characters. If you wanted to make female characters that look like this, add these as skins, but don't make this their main looks. That's my problem, is that when you are showing a character for the first time, you need to show the best of the best, and this is not the best of the best. You know, this is definitely not how the characters look. They do not look good. They do not look like women, even. They look flat-chested. They don't look busty. They have been censored. You know, they're covered up, and this isn't the way that Mortal Kombat games have been in the past, and we're even seeing this with other games, Dead or Alive, Mortal Kombat 11. All of these fighting style games are being censored like this, and I'm not down for it. This is not cool. But let me know your thoughts and opinions about Scarlet and Jade in the comments down below. Do you think that the direction that they're going in is a good direction? Do you think that this is really going to make consumers want to purchase their product? You as a consumer, do you want to purchase their product with females looking completely different than how they looked in the past? If you like this video, make sure to give it a like, and of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either which way, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys again really soon.